Back to another video. Hopefully y'all had a good day trading today. But today we're going to be talking about news that's going on with the markets and potential levels that some stocks can get to, and just looking at the overall market and what all is going on today. And yeah, so sit back, enjoy, and let me know what stocks y'all want me to cover, and check out some of the links in the description below. Now, to start off, we're going to be talking about unemployment. It is the highest level in 3 years. With this being said, the overall market will drop just like the SPY and everything else. So this is kind of bad news. I just want to say, just be careful while trading. We are still in the Christmas rally, so we might still see some good news. Now we got some good news from Microsoft. And before we start, they're talking about AI agents beginning to take over, which means every single stock that is working on AI agents and even NVIDIA themselves that's providing the chips are going to be going up. But NVIDIA and Microsoft just teamed up and they're using their AI agents, and it is going to be good, and it is going to be the new trend potentially. So look for Microsoft and NVIDIA to rise with this good news. With that being said, they are saying that it is a good investment topic for next year for growth. So I recommend looking at Microsoft, NVIDIA, Google, especially Google. Google has been growing a lot recently, Amazon, and way more stocks. So I recommend having these on your radar for 2025 investments. And yeah, and Microsoft is trading pretty well today. We did have a dip recently, but all the stocks dipped honestly at that time. So I recommend looking for a good level. We're going to talk about some key levels to buy Microsoft at later on in this video. But yeah, next we're going to talk about Bitcoin. Bitcoin is falling, and right here it says they're just taking their risk a little bit lower, so a lot of people are selling. Next we're going to be talking about Apple. And Apple, they kind of incorporate AI a little bit more in their iPhones in their new update, which is kind of cool. But this isn't the only thing that we're talking about. We scroll down a little bit more. They are nearing their $4 trillion market cap. What this means for the market is that if it does break that 4 trillion market cap, you might even see it go higher, just because Apple is going to be that stock that everybody's looking at. So I recommend looking at Apple to break this 400 trillion market cap and to be riding that wave with everybody else. Apple is currently trading at 258. It's reaching some new highs, 259. You might see it hit to 260 soon. Just see how it moves, and with better news, that's how it is. I think right now, NVIDIA is still rising slowly, but I think right now you got to look at the stocks that, or the companies that are using the chips, and see what they're using them for. And just like Tesla, Apple, Microsoft, all these stocks, they're moving really, really fast because they're using the chips for good to benefit their company. So now let's look at some stocks. First, we're going to start off with SPY. Because SPY, we had a constant upward trend in the beginning, and then we had a downward trend, but then it broke it. So this one is kind of invalid. But I was just watching it earlier today, and it did break that 600 level, and it maintained that 600 level, and it's still maintaining that 600 level, which is good for the stock and the overall market. We are in like a rally where the stock market should technically go up 7 days, but it's not 100%. It's just with history that shows. So I recommend looking at SPY, because SPY is the overall market. You might see it go up way more, probably even to the highs that it was at previously. We go into the 4-hour time frame. We might even see it go up to the 608 level and even 610. You might see it break 610 within this little time frame. So I recommend keeping your eyes on SPY. Look for another dip that you can get into. I recommend, if you want to buy into it, look at it breaking below the 600 level and probably try to get in around 558, 559. To get into like a call option. But I would be a little bit more patient to see if it breaks below that, because it might be able to break below that. But right now, with the way the market's moving and with it not even touching that 600 level no more, if it doesn't even hit that 600 level, I recommend looking at levels like 601 for in the future, and even higher. Honestly, I just feel like SPY is just gonna be that stock that rises this 7 days. So I recommend keeping an eye on this stock. And yeah. But we're going to talk about Tesla. So Tesla did open up pretty well, and yesterday, or not yesterday, but previously in the market, it did have a very, very great day with the Christmas rally, as you can see. But now, the market opened. I think a lot of people actually bought with market open. A lot of people are losing money right now because the market is consistently dropping. I do have this little constant line that touched a few points, and I've just been watching it all day. As you can see, it didn't even touch it here. So I'm just seeing if it will break this level and just see what happens. But for Tesla in the near future, I recommend waiting because it can really move up and down in a big way before you get in. But depending on how it closes today, I recommend looking at the 450 level. It's been holding it pretty strong, honestly. It didn't even touch it today, but it's been holding the 451 and the 453 level pretty strong. So I recommend looking for tomorrow. If it does close around these levels, is to look at it down on the 450 level, and if it breaks below the 450 level, look at it at the 445 level, honestly. And even below that, maybe 440. It might break off the 440 tomorrow, so you can probably just wait until it drops. I recommend looking 445 to 440. Just see how it acts around the 445 level. It might bounce off at first and then break it. So just be very patient with this one. Don't rush into it, and just try your best. And honestly, going to the up way, I recommend looking at the 460 level. 460 is a key level. See if it breaks the 460 upward. If it breaks the 460 upward, you're probably gonna see a few dollar move, and just see how that moves. If it goes back down, don't get into a call. But yeah, look for the 460 level to the 465, and we can even get to what we were at pre-market, to the 470 level, and even 480 if Tesla stock does do good. But today I'm kind of bearish on it, I'm not even gonna lie. But you never know, because previously you see it move a lot at 9 o'clock around, or at 3 o'clock, I guess, Eastern time. You see it move a lot, just like last trading day. You see it kind of move up and down, and then it moved finally towards market close. So I'm gonna see what happens at market close today, and kind of base my trades on it tomorrow with that. With NVIDIA kind of moved strong, but then we had a big die out. But it did move pretty strong upwards, and then it broke down below. I mean, this is a good dip buy, honestly. But looking at NVIDIA tomorrow, we're gonna see what it's at. If it's still around the 140 level, I'm gonna see if it breaks that 140 level. If it breaks that 140 level, I'll look at 139 to 138. Sorry, it's down here. Gotta zoom out. That 139 level to that 138 level. I think 138 is a key level for tomorrow, because it kind of bounced off that today. So if it breaks below the 138 level, be a little bit more patient. Maybe 137, you can buy a call if it gets down here, but it might just hit that 138 level once again and then bounce back up. Going at it towards the upside, I think 140 to 141, and then if it breaks 141, I think we could see 142 and maybe 143, but I don't think it will get past 143 tomorrow, just because the stock doesn't really move like too much in a day. But you might be able to see 143 to 145, but that's probably the max that you'll see with it tomorrow. Google is a stock that I've been looking at, but I haven't really gotten in yet. Just because like it moves, but it doesn't move too fast, but it has been moving pretty good. As you can see, like look at this, golly. But at the same time, Google is that stock that you kind of want to wait until it dies down. Like right here would have been a good time to buy around this time. But at the same time, I recommend looking at it at the 190 level just for a long-term play. Maybe even break below that 190 level. You can get some long-term plays with Google, but I feel like Google is going to break that 200 very soon, probably at the end of the 7 days, honestly. As you see, it broke the 200 level, but it instantly bounced back. So I recommend just being very careful with that. But probably do some puts there, but just depending on how good Google is and how the news is looking. Apple is that king stock today, because as we said earlier, the 4 trillion market cap. It's at 391 right now. I feel like it can break that 4 trillion very soon, within the next couple of weeks, just because now it's gonna be on everybody's radar to break it. We did kind of see what we seen in the video earlier, where it went up a lot and then it just died down. Tomorrow I'll probably be looking at the 257 level if it is bearish, to break below that. But I honestly don't really think it's going to be bearish tomorrow. So I think we're going to see how it moves with the 259 level up to the 260 level, which is a key level. That's what it bounced off of yesterday. If it breaks that 260 level, you'll probably see it keep on rallying up and probably hit that 4 trillion market cap very soon after that. We want to look at Broadcom, because Broadcom did indeed climb pretty smoothly today. Constant upward trend. It kind of stopped at the 247 level. So for tomorrow, I'd watch the 247 level, see if it goes up, and then you can probably get a few more dollars above that, maybe even break that 250 level, or maybe just bounce off that 250 level. So I'd be very careful with that. But it can also go the opposite direction and become bearish. And I look at it at the 244 level and the 243 level. And then after that, I'll look at it 240 just to see what it does at 240. Breaks below at 240, the stock is dying out. I'm not even gonna lie. But I look at it below the 240, and if it gets 240, I'd probably sell it at 239, honestly, and just just take the profits there, honestly, if you buy it up pretty high. The last stock that I've been looking at today is MSTR. Actually, I think I've seen that they've been trying to sell some Bitcoin, actually. I gotta look more into that, but it's been moving constantly up and down, but seeing it at the 340 level, not breaking that, and on the upside, it's not really breaking the 350 level, but you're moving at least $10 up and down. So if you look at these two levels, you could probably buy down low, sell up high, and then just keep doing that. But right now it's kind of just fluctuating with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's not really moving too much yet. We got to really see what crypto is moving before we get into the stock. So I recommend looking more into crypto to see how that's going to move. And yeah, sorry I didn't really have that much information on this, but thanks for watching the video. Subscribe, like, comment, share if you guys want, and subscribe so you guys don't miss out on more uploads. Just let me know what y'all want me to cover next. I know I didn't cover too much today, but yeah, thanks for watching.